Welcome you guys to our planet travel brochure project. This week you will be working with the information you gathered last week on facts about the planets and the scale of the solar system to create a travel brochure about one particular planet. So for the directions, you'll be selecting one of the following 7 planets to create a travel brochure about it. It could be Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune. You decide which planet you want to do. It is up to you. You will need the facts information that you gathered last Friday and the following websites. The first one is the NASA Solar System website, which looks like this. And then you can go up here to planets and choose your planet for your information. Second one is just a fact sheet that compares all the planets with a set of information. This is a really good site. As you can see, it has most of the information there, and then you can also link to the specific site for the planet from right here. You will need to have a copy of the slide deck, which is in the assignment. You will need 9 pictures of your planet, so you're going to need to go and clip a few pictures off the internet. I'm going to ask you'll have some opportunities for some creativity, and then of course you'll have this video and the sample brochure that I'm going through to help you guide you through the project. This will be a graded assignment using the IB scale 1 to 8, and I will go over what a 6, 7, and 8 look like next. This is due at 9 o'clock on the 18th. So for a 6, you need to complete slides 1 through 7. With few grammar or spelling errors. For 7, I'm looking for slides 1 through 10 completed, or 1 through 7 with a higher level of creativity and color. For an 8, you need to complete all 10 slides and with a higher level of creativity and design. Creativity I'm referring to is to play with the fonts, the backgrounds, the image backgrounds, the area of creativity. No grammar or spelling errors, which means I'm looking for none of these little underlines. Okay, next slide. Now, so I'm going to go through the slide deck, and I'm going to show you an example that I created for the planet Pluto. So your first slide is simply the name of your planet, which you'll insert here with your name, and then I added a space, and you'll see this dotted line. That's referring to areas where you are being asked to just be creative. No facts to add in there, just make it, have some fun with it. So here's what I did. My planet was Pluto, not just a dwarf planet is my little catchy phrase by Creek Dog. The next slide will be 2 slides about the planet itself and where its name comes from, and the symbol that it has. Now, what I have done is at the bottom of the slide there is a tab that will link you to the site where this information is. I put in the picture and some background information on it. Next slide is about planet information. You trade out planet for your name. So I would say, and then it's talking about travel time and distances. So the red sections are what you're going to be filling in, and then over here is where some photos or map can go. Again, dotted line. This is an area where I'm looking for creativity. Here's mine. I added in 2 pictures, one of traveling to Pluto and one where I created a little travel map to get there. The actual distance and the diameter, which is 2 times the radius, so put that information in there. Down here I created my own little travel story, kind of Google Maps directions. This is just to have fun. Next slide is about time change. So in here I have the length of a year and a length of a day. You put those numbers here. I put in tips for adjusting to the time change, and then a photo. Now you can change the size of the photos, you can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you the space. Here's my example picture of Pluto. time, the length of a year on the planet, length of a day on the planet, and some fun little facts about that I made up about what you'll have to do when you go to Pluto in terms of time change. Next slide is on scenery. So what is the surface like and what do you see there? So here is what type of planet it is. Is it terrestrial or is it a gas planet? What is the surface like on your planet? And then 2 facts about the surface. And then down here I added this little section about lodging. Where are you going to stay? What could your housing be like when you're there? And a picture. And here for Pluto, it's a terrestrial planet. I have a couple facts about the surface that I got off of the website, and then I made up this Disney Pluto Resort and parks, the Airbnb, and the solar system campgrounds, and a picture of the surface. Next section is climate and weather. All these questions refer to the atmosphere. So what is the atmosphere made of? Temperature, surface gravity, and some weather facts. Again, a picture. And I put in here like clothing and footwear that you would need when you're on this planet. And so I have a picture of kind of like an atmosphere picture. I have some information. I put that facts down here, filled in the spaces. Next section is night sky. So in this one we have the number of moons, ring system, and other unique features of the planet. With a couple pictures. If they do not have rings, then you would say none. So Pluto has no rings and 5 moons. I talked about its size and about its orbit path. All of this information can be found in the NASA website. Next, these are all creative sections. So these are the 7-8 activities. So you're going to create an activity, a picture, and some information. And so I made up ice buggy tours, snowmobiling meets dune buggies, and I made up some information and put it here and a picture. And second one's another activity. This time I made a skiing one. I found this picture of Ski Pluto. I thought that was kind of cool. And so I made up some package information to sell people on doing that. Last is the travel service that this brochure would be for. And I made up in honor of the Spirit Week, Crazy Hair. I had called it Pigtail Planet Travel Services, and I have some information here. So that is your brochure. This slide deck will be left on the Google Classroom along with the copy of the deck that you're creating. You'll have until Monday the 18th at 9 o'clock to complete it. It'll be scored on a scale of 1 to 8. Please use these resources to help you. Please use the assignments that you did last week. Remember, I have office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 12, which is a good time to come ask me questions. Otherwise, email me. Let me know what I can do to help you, and have some fun with this. This should be a fun one. I'm excited to see what you guys all create. I'm going to go now. Have an awesome day and a awesome rest of your week.